Well, I'm at a mountain man. I'm out here first thing this morning, worked night shift, got off. It's probably 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. It rained a good bit the last couple of days. And I wanted to cover something that sounds crazy, like worm charming. I wouldn't call it charming. But worm grunting, worm calling, worm charming, all the same thing. And basically all you're trying to do is create vibrations that will make earthworms come to the top of the dirt. Long story short, it rained a good bit, so that means the ground is wet. It's moist. It's overcast, so it's keeping the humidity in. But the temperature's not really going up. It's first week of May. From now until probably the end of June, for me, where I live, and the conditions that I grunt worms in, it's probably the best 2 months of the year. And I'm about to give it a real good try for the first time this year right now. I'll describe it as it goes. Basically, you're trying to make vibrations. Some days a dull, low vibration works. Some days a high vibration works. What does that mean? No specialized tools. What I've actually got is a 2-foot T-stake, rebar T-stake that I use for my beaver trapping. I've got about an 18-inch piece of another 18-inch, 24-inch piece of rebar that I'm going to take and rub my T-handle rebar. I'm actually just going to walk around to different spots in the yard, rub on it, and if I don't get any reaction, I'll go faster or go slower. I may go lower on the bar, may go higher. From what I've read and from what I understand, the reason that the worms react is because they feel as if they're threatened by whatever's trying to dig them up. Moles, skunks, possums, anything that actually eats grubs or worms. That would also include armadillo. But from what I understand, it is a natural response to danger. The only thing that I do not understand about that is some days you can come out here and grunt them and every single worm will move away from where you're vibrating that metal rod. Some days I can come out here and every worm that comes out of the ground comes to me. Well, if it was a natural response to get away from a predator, I'd be damned if I'd be going to it. Here's the deal. I don't know why they come out of the ground, but I do know that for 12 Canadian night crawlers to run basically a $5 bill, I'm hoping to get 112 in 10 minutes. That is no lie. When I've got them, and I get them while I can. I'll keep them underneath the house or in a dry, damp, or not damp, but dry, shady location, and they will. If I get them at the end of June and take my time, patience with them, feed them correctly, bread, cereal, I can keep them all the way through the end of August with not really trying, because once September rolls around, it's time to deer hunt, baby. But I'm going to turn this camera around and I'm going to film me trying to get some of these worms out of the ground. Now, if there ever was anything that would be simple to collect bait, I'm telling you right now, this is as fun as it can get. I got my strainer sifter right here that I use during trapping season. It's what I'll sift dirt over what worms I get, and I put in this bucket, cat litter bucket, snap-on lid. Here's my T-bar stake. Here is I guess you call it my candy cane stake. But I'm underneath my pecan tree, and as you can see right there's one of my outer buildings, and it's damp right here at the edge. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to switch hands, but I'm gonna rub this and we're gonna see what we can get. Oh, there they go. Just showing you, there's what we're starting with right now. There's one. I don't see nothing. I don't think nothing. I want a little bit bigger. Like I said, this could take half an hour. It could take 10 minutes. Depends on how they feel that day. Whoa, there we go. Good God, come here. Well, anyhow, there we go. Just to give you an idea, when they get started, and you've got them, the hardest part is being the grunter and the catcher, because when them big bad boys come out like that, they may not be big as Canadian night crawlers, but I do know 12 of them for $5 is expensive. So if the worms I get are half that size, well, that just means 24 of them is worth $5. When you're catching catfish, you're damn right it is. Oh yeah, that right there is what you want. They just started popping up out of the ground. Let's see how many we can get. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know I saw a couple more. 7. Put it right here. See if we can get up. 9, 10. Doggone it. 11. 12. 13. 'Oh, there they go. Oh, man. There's one. And there's one. There's one. Yep. All right, there's one. I'm just going along the edge. And I know it's sketchy footage, but I'm trying to do this the best I can. This is what I wanted to get right here to show. They're just coming everywhere. See how many of these I can get in the bucket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 5 right there, pretty quick. Let's see if we can get over here. Anyhow, y'all get the idea. Let's see, there's another one, 2, 3, 4. Anyhow, I don't know how many it is, but that is, just generally speaking, when you get into them good, you can literally pull 25, 30, 40, 50 worms out. And there's one coming up right now. Coming up in between my legs. But when you get into a good batch of them in a moist area, especially early in the morning, there's one. There's another. Just giving you an idea. I mean, that's not bad at all for the time that I've been out here. Considering the price of earthworms, and there's one right there. Considering the price of red wigglers, Canadian night crawlers, however you word it, you're looking at $4 to $5 in the country to buy large worms to fish with. At that price, I mean, you could literally say I've got $30, $40 worth of worms in that bucket. I didn't pay anything for it, didn't pay any gas to go get. Literally never left my yard. But I guess you could say there's an introduction to worm grunting. Surely not the best that I've done, but surely not the worst. For one person or even 2 people for a long midday trip, that's plenty of worms, especially when you mix it with 1, 2 quart bags of cicadas that Mother Nature has provided for us this year, and even a couple pieces of cut bait, brim. Nothing but head sections. If you were to just take that, the worms that you got out of your yard and the cicadas, I mean, your bait is completely free, and look how much money in bait you actually got. Hope y'all learned something. Thought it was interesting. Hope that it was interesting to you. If you would, please like, please subscribe, share. I'm trying my best to grow. It's the only way I know to do it. I do appreciate it. Talk to y'all later.